Expect it to go off the rails quick, though.
It's quick when the wall immediately comes down. And that's Leviathan to score first, so Tex gets the opener, and that's second down. There was a stalemate a little bit in terms of utility, but now you have Leviathan creeping up towards B as well, looking potentially to split back into B site.
Util gone from Aspas, just looking for that Prowler still to come out from Com if they do want to take more space. Tens?
Caught out in the open, just in front of the door, has to do a one and done, and unfortunately he falls by the hands of Aspas. Two-player advantage now for Leviathan, as they're now working as a group. All 5 players outside towards the orb of the A site. One hiding behind the box. John Cutie gets dispatched by Tex, and also discovered by Prowlers being thrown from the A site here from Sasi. He has no choice but to fall back.
Very low HP, and they just walked. Tex walks out of turret range as you had Zelsis coming around. This time is going to be tough with the spike down, though. Everything kind of resets, and Lev's going to be looking at every angle now.
Maybe they might be group up here at the front of the A site. Zelsis doing his due diligence, now opening the door, keeping their 2 players looking out towards the door side. Gets a dink, but no kill. Leaving out Sasi alone. And Leviathan, you wanted that.
Bit of cover here towards that C area. And they look for mound control to start off here, just so Sentinels can't get a decent early read on the map. Split 3-2. Leviathan take it slow once again. You can expect anything from Sentinels here, but they're going to play it safe. Like you said before, no novelty comps here. Com doesn't bring out the Sova. They have the Fade. They can refresh on that, keep some Prowlers and Haunts going to clear the space that they need. Spike's still down as they're letting this one time out a little bit.
They gave a lot of time right now for Sentinels to pinch out from a mid to C, and there's that Paranoia on the tap. Com's holding all the way back with the Bulldog to drop 2. That's going to make things a little bit easier here for Leviathan, controlling the orb, controlling the kills, and now, of course, converting the pistol into a 5 versus 1. But you talk about it, right? No novelty comps coming out of Leviathan, but also you're playing some easy roles, some roles that some players are comfortable with. Com playing as the initiator, Mazzino back to smokes, King playing the Viper as well. So this is looking pretty good in terms of, okay, we're having hope right now for Leviathan at least to kick things off in this series against Sentinels.
See this one real quick. Nice coverage back too. Kind of identifying that play would happen. It seemed like Leviathan was ready for a fast push. A hard one there. And if you can't, I was gonna say, if you can't get a kill, just be the merge in the left pocket.
Definitely want to clear it very quickly. Already a satchel on the top of Rubble. And even on the top, Tens was not ready for that.
Yeah.
So Aspas gets first blood. And already Sentinels are falling back from BB door, grouping up back towards the staircase, looking to fight potentially a double swing out just to get information. They choose otherwise. They want to see if there's more util coming out from Leviathan if they actually initiate and engage towards the A site.
And now they start to switch, right? They leave King in position to call for sound, easily have control over mid still with that turret from pillars from Tex. And now they work the map. Leviathan trying to just take everything out of Sentinels. And so far in these rounds, it's been the members of Sentinels, not just utility.
And the reason why you see Zelsis here playing with the Odin. So the Alarmod's going to get first info. They're going to try to slow things down with nanostorms off the turret, and the Odin's going to be good for the spray to try to deny plants. Instead, he's trying to play in front of the smoke. Instead of playing the retake or slowing things down, he gets denied by Aspas. That was scaling up towards that right side of the waterfall. And that spike goes down. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a call for a save here for Sentinels.
In that position, I was 100% thinking that was a spam from the Odin right through the wall there. As they try to plant, you create distraction. The rest of the team falls into place, but 2 kills right away. They lose members holding sites on both sides. And this is just going to be an easy walk-in now for Lev after the plant and pretty much walk out. They just have to choose where to go. And that's being covered by Com. May lose his life, but it'll let everybody else get out safe.
Okay, info here. Walking forward. Hello?
And that's they're there. That's when your team says, why is your knife out? You're like, I thought I had a moment. They're still going to go for the kills, though. They want to drop weapons. Nice damage there.
Took the Odin away here from Zelsis, just spraying it.
And that may even play into the favor of Lev here. A push on to Mound again from Sentinels.
Shots are not hitting, though, and Zekin's low on Bull is hit by the Paranoia, too. Still manages to get the kill onto Mazzino before he falls from Aspas. Gets 2 in the round. And already to understand for Leviathan that they cleared out the space. Already initiating inside the site, double satchel. Prowler inside waterfall, spawning Sasi, and got to fall back again.
I think Lev recognized too, low buy. They went into this. We have armor advantage, getting the sight. I think she would say Aspas going in so quickly to know that that play was pretty readable off the push on Mound. So Leviathan actually just getting that one falling right into their laps. They made the right play, but yeah, Sentinels was not ready for another C hit that hard.
Com's just ready to throw their Nightfall as well. So just trying to guarantee it around our Leviathan and its post plant. Sentinels waiting for the full rotate of Zelsis so they can move inside the site as a group. There's that first contact, Jiggle Peak, and forces out the Nightfall. Two of them were gonna get hit.
Yeah.
Sentinels choose to fall back and save.
I think it's Lev with first kill every round so far.
Yeah.
We have not seen Sentinels be able to have their 5v5 or even really a 4 retake coming into this point, where their utility would be the advantage. And yeah, this has to be one of their first ones.
That's a good shout, because usually in round number 4, when you're focusing on orc control, we'll hold that thought though. The satchel's across, but Leviathan still get the 2 first picks. Close range, but instant trades coming in from both sides, even the push outside from B. That was waited and greeted by Leviathan, still watching those pushes on both ends. And yeah, we're trying to say that the silver lining, at least for Sentinels, round number 4, when on the attack, they're focusing a lot of orc control, plant control to get an ult out ASAP. Leviathan didn't have any, so they had an opportunity to play aggro, try to change the tempo for Sentinels, but they got denied right away when, you know, that they were mentioning at the desk, we were a little bit, there was a little bit of miscalls for Leviathan where they can't really trade perfectly, but this looks really good right now compared to the other week.
The calls right now, the feels that Leviathan has on what Sentinels may try to do is immaculate.
Yep.
They always have more numbers wherever the soft side of Sentinels is, even if that soft side's being pushed. It's been C most of the time right now. And yeah, the pillars push, completely unexpected to see him pulling out 2 there. So now what do you think the read Sentinels has is? Leviathan's in their spawns for most of the round. They're looking to play a little bit.
And with that haunt that was being thrown, Prowler to find information. Right now, Sentinels are still playing with no information taken, right? Nothing was spotted there on either extremities.
They're waiting it out. They see the Prowler B, fade B, and start to work towards A. Again, this is the alt door for Aspas. If they can grab it, you see King ready for the plant.
Here.
Now they source out what this is going to be. I feel like Sen needs to back up in sight a little bit more unless they're going to take this fight straight on with this ult coming in.
Second Prowler finding information this time over on the A site. There's King scoring first. Showstopper being pulled out. You'll take that dub right now as Sentinels is on an eco. Going right at the feet of John Q to be killed, stolen away by Com.
Yeah.
Clean entry towards the site. Plant comes down for Leviathan. And now the last 3, trying to get something done with that Bulldog in this round. At least hopefully bring the economy down for Leviathan, because they are about to max out across the board. Should they close out this round and take the lead by 6 to send scoreless.
Just taking that site, the util usage coming from Leviathan, the Seas is catching, the Haunts displacing where the defensive spots are. And it's like Sen is safe nowhere. Trying to get that push on, just a distraction.
Player standing.
Zelsis is just counting the bullets and able to catch one off the exits.
Yeah.
And for Leviathan, they're hunting.
They leave it to Leviathan for now. Wow. And they don't know if Sentinel's pushed or not. Leviathan's just ready to aggress that utility and push back. They're not taking any chances versus Sentinels here in our first B rush and see how they coordinate around the Killjoy utility.
And Sentinel seems to be okay for this as well. Sassy was almost in a one and done. Well, he is still going to be done. Still going to be done. Satchel's in. Com, that was the one that was able to get the first blood for Leviathan to get a plant. Deniability by paint shells coming through. And now the gap's been closed. They can use this showstopper now for a Zekin. There's that second tap on the spike. They're using more util for Leviathan to slow things down. Paranoia being thrown to lurk by Aspas. And that's a quick 1 and 2. Now 1v1 against the Odin, and Lee Zelsis wins that one. But they have no showstopper for the retake. That might be it right here for Sentinels.
Another lurk?
Yeah.
It never ends.
Just keeping him back. There's King with that kill.
Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. Leviathan is just able to encroach into the defensive side so fast, just throwing off the state of the game for Sentinels. The timing not there.
Thrown out here towards the A site.
There we go. The first real rubble control with a season aid that we're seeing from Sen here to feel comfortable and put that power into just an attack that may not work. Mollies go off pretty early. Orb about to go down. They'll have a pretty good sight of this B site now.
Yeah, they got great stall right now with both John Cutie and Zelsis here. Yet Leviathan, they deny all of that util, not afraid and just brute forcing in.
This one of the first times Sen has their team to get the retake in, and this is what we expected from Zelsis before. The spam through the wall from Waterfall. Now Sen's ready for that retake protocol.
They have everything for this swing round. Locked down at the ready from Zelsis' kill, so he's rotating back towards the spawn to initiate it. They also have a showstopper to just fight towards that corner if Leviathan wants to fight inside the site and stay there. Yet they decide to fall back, play towards the mound. So that lockdown will go through. Nobody's going to get detained. Showstopper now trying to clear information. There's nobody around the site. So they know right now for Leviathan, they're playing post plant outside of mound. There's the showstopper. 4 for denied by Aspas. A 4-on-4. Satchel up in the air. There's still a smoke in the front. Sticking on to the spike. Here's John Tootie. Puts it halfway. Now sticking it down. 1 for 1 in front of the fight. And there comes all these defuses.
They got a lot of work to do, though. 7-1 down. This Odin's still here. Nightfall to retake a site. Sentinel's going for more of the retake protocol again. And it's going to be a C hit from Lev to start. It looks like they're right in.
Zelsis is on the top of the wood with the Odin.
Bomb grenade out.
Now delaying with Nanostorm is trying to walk in and finding timing through the poison orb.
Spike planted.
Right out of it. Catches Calm. Spike at least planted for Leviathan. There's the pit outside on the attack side to cover up all the Waterfall. Sasi, though, has a Nightfall, could use this towards the site, initiates it, engages it now. King looking to fall back just around the corner, and they might forfeit the pit from there. Aspas trying to delay as well with the showstopper of his own. On the top of the boxes. Now C's just got thrown to get more information as well. But they stay inside the pit, they kept it up. Walking it close, all the Sentinels are low on HP. So hard to walk inside that pit, and as it goes down.
Both sides, Leviathan looked to tempt a little bit towards A once again. And see if there's a hard push, looking to make a fake TP sound. And a strong B pillar push here from Sentinels. They're trying to give different looks from defense too. They're in kind of their 1-3-1 formation that we would almost see them already in a retake on, or at least a 3-1. But we'll see if this works out for them. It's going to be knowledge from John Cutie and Zelsis to this pile of 3 in mid before they move.
Yeah, just like the little TP that you saw from Azino, though. Usually that Omen sound you're saying to bait it out is
Right,
a TP
right.
across towards C. He wants to make sure he's not going to get overwhelmed by a stack of Sentinels on the C side, and with the Nightfall,
Yeah.
just to cover our tracks now for Leviathan. They realize that the A side is open. Easy plant number 3.
Grenade.
Little delay, left and right, stall him at the door. And we'll see what Sentinels has here. Sheriff retake, hasn't stopped him before though.
You should run.
Paranoia went high. Not going to hit anybody inside the site. For Sentinels, you're happy. You wasted out 2 ults from your opponents before.
Yeah.
You're actually just going to potentially die to Spike. Trying to keep it expensive is not really the name of the game right now. Again, Leviathan are rolling in the bank. Still trying to chase down these kills.
There you go, there's
John
2 good
Cutie
ones.
intends to get some work in. Aspas holding it down inside the site. And that might finally be the hope gone of some sort of an eco.
Remaining.
Save here for Sentinels. And Leviathan now really making it a one-sided affair. So
Where are
A haunt out, quick one up top, but they still can't fight for this rubble control. It's just a little bit of early knowledge to try and have Tex, or I'm sorry, try to have Zelsis hold this area with all the Killjoy utility. A good push onto Mound is gonna let Sentinels focus on the A side of the map. But it's pullback here from Lev, and they leave King again. This is much like the bonus round that they ran. Actually, they're leaving way more. This is gonna be a B pinch for the first time from Lev.
through smoke, King falls. But you mentioned it. You might think here for Sentinels, okay, we got the lurk down, but at least for Leviathan,
Yeah.
they have other players on their side trying to make some noise here. They threw the Paranoia out towards Tree. They threw a smoke. They popped out both mollies. Her baby door being broken here on the defensive side. That's Aspas trying to scale in.
Oh,
Texas running inside the smoke, catching Zekin off guard.
and the teleport into the site, just growing the numbers of Leviathan here on the B hold. To heaven. Oh, they're pushing! Whoa, Aspas!
Prowler also keeping Sentinels at bay. Now they can reset. Ten's just waiting for a timing to Paranoia in the front of the B site, but nobody from Leviathan will be there except for Mazzino. There's that flash now being thrown.
The door.
Cannot connect on the kill. Waiting for it, and finally drops Mazzino. That allows her Sentinels to move in, and Ten's at low HP gets a second kill. Now a smoke here, Oswald sticking on the defuse. Snake bite to keep it at bay. Carpus alone, and Sentinels are able to come back.
That seems like the timing that we are using on B. Keeping Lev thinking that rubble control is trying to be pushed. This mound, though, this is important to Sentinels.
Super aggressive for Sentinels.
The dodge.
The dodge, the first blood, scored by Sentinels, answered back by a knob on the attack in the hands of Ospas.
They still fight it. Crazy.
Now that allows here Leviathan to get control of both the mountain and front B. They can choose the pathing depending on the picks. The off angle being held by Sasi. And now the jig is up on that end to try to at least give Sentinels an opportunity to take a player advantage in the last round of the half. Pit comes out as the orb just got tapped and picked up by Ospas, one away from a showstopper.
Really cool pick, because you have this push up here. It's going to push him right back over towards Zelsis on A. And now Zelsis can back up. I believe Baby Door might... Oh, he may just try to lace him with the Odin here as they pass by. This is going to be a sketchy one. I don't know if they make noise before they get to Zelsis. That would immensely help the rotation.
This is such a big gamble right now, and there's that defensive wall. Leviatan's walking through. The wall's about to drop, and there's three left just behind. There's that one. There's that second one. It's that releasing, sends some damage, allowing Saucy to rotate over. And now King once again is left alone. 1 versus 3, 18 seconds left on the clock. A plant, but no more util left behind. Now also on top of that, hit by the Nightfall, giving a chance now for Sentinels to just book it. He gets the first pick there onto Tens as he drops down. The last two have to group together. John Cutie and Saucy, snake bite available on a defense. King trying to find information.
There's the third.
But because he was scuffled by the Nightfall, needed to find that info. And spots both of them as the wall came down, and Sentinels to get the defuse in the half, 3-9, and it can't be a Valorant. You're like, okay, well, don't know how to split, they have a chance here, but let's talk about that in a bit. There's 3 players crossfiring towards the front B. First blood for Sentinels, Saucy falling back, a C's being thrown to prevent Leviathan from pushing forward. And the Prowler's even gonna notice them very close here to the front B. So Sentinels falling back with a player advantage.
Big quick jump there. And they back up for safety. Saucy down quite low. The take on the site's going to be a little tough, or retake is going to be a little tougher without Ospas's nades, but they should be able to hold off for now with this info. A little bit of control on A being grabbed back. John Cutie goes down. That might have been a quick switch on the map. Now they have to go C on this one.
Yeah, it looks like John Cutie wasn't expecting that forward push all the way to Rubble, denying the lurk. There's that C execution for Sentinels, and it's open. Nobody's really moving in here for Leviathan yet. Trying to make sure there's no other lurkers around the site. Cleared out towards B, put an alarm bot on flank as well. And all of them grouped up towards the spawn because they lost that space, so Zekin's the one to move forward.
Oh, they're gonna haunt, or they're gonna the Prowler this.
Yeah, especially when there's a one-way coming through here on the attack. There's a paranoia, but Zekin avoids it. There's that dink in the kill. You ask for him to lock in, he'll get 2! As King answers back. Tens at the ready to trade off his teammate as they're running a 3-player push outside towards the spawn. Tex is alone now. Beats Timmy the turret, but not Zelsis. Sentinels win the...
Up, a big A hit coming in from Leviathan to gain control on the map. And it's just another C hold coming in from Sen. Orbs to Zekin over and over with those first 2 kills. One already as well before that. Almost to ultimate coming into round 3 here on the second half.
Toxin screen down.
And they're playing very patient to this.
Yeah, John Q is trying to do some damage. He'll contact Tex. Get a second one as well, okay. You're starting to see these players playing solo plays, and it's working out for Sentinels. Trying to break the timing is King jumping forward, denied by the Stinger.
Last player standing.
Becomes a clean entry now for Sentinels. Inside the B site, farming orbs. Zekin after this plant, 1 away, and go for that kill, go for that hunt. It's up against Calm. And this will allow Sentinels to get the showstopper in the next round in their bonus. Not looking, flips across, ult ready. Seems to be for Baby Door in heaven, so Sentinels potentially just wants to fight inside this B site for a plant, but so far a little bit of a util is keeping them at bay. There's that wall finally up, showstopper to clear it out. Now all the way towards the back, Boombot misses, but at least the C's, and then the showstopper gets the big.
Identifying every strat that'll work one after the other. Really giving Leviathan a taste of their own medicine from how we saw it first half. Retake from Link and Heaven, but Baby Door, will they be able to take down Saucy?
Because they have lower guns here for a couple of them, you want to stay inside that site. That's the Stinger, and also Ten's working in tandem. Both of them dropped by Ospas. 6 cents coming in from the duelist, even a third in the round. 22 HP remaining, paint shells across, line up Larry by John Cutie. As Ospas is at 1 HP, was going inside the decay of the orb. That slows the clock down for a bit. John Q and Zelsis having to work together. There's that dinosaur to the lie even more. Never realized it there. And that will be a round for Sentinels to convert the bonus. Maybe GB should toss to those guys.
One's getting the mollies. They had it timed out really well too, so you know that's been practiced until they got it down. Prowlers towards pillars. Leviatan's trying to get info here. They open the door and see if they're going to get another B push again, but they got to be ready at A. Sentinels is moving so fast here.
Not afraid to make any noise whatsoever. Two players anchoring towards that A side. It's text. Traded out by John Cutie as he's able to drop Zelsis. Still, maybe they don't expect King here, though. Here's the footsteps. Nobody's watching it. There's that first kill. Snake bite on the ground. Spike is down too. Door now being open. King pinned inside tree, so they'll look for a safer plan. But pain shells are also coming down. Ospas gets the pick. As Sentinels are trying to push towards the back of the site. Finally, King falls down towards the tree. Now Khan's trying to push forward, but it's a 1-for-1. Showstopper at the ready. Saucy is alone. Second satchel closing up.
Oh no.
Swings out, and it connects.
Bigger they are, the harder.
Actually stop the pressure here from Sentinel's second half. Molly's to come out. Leviatan gets a bit of read on who's where on the map. And the Prowler does see it close. Man, Lev is just delay. It doesn't look like they can make plays off this, but they're just like, no, you need to back up, Sentinels, and rethink the next hit as Lev take rubble control.
Thing is, they've used a lot of util towards this B side and C. There's not too much to hold back except bodies here on the C side. Now John Cutie sees at least one leading out towards rubble that engages Sentinels to pressure out towards the C side, but paint shells once again. More util being used by Leviatan slows them back, but we've mentioned the amount of util that's now missing is the call from John Cutie at the minute mark. Rotate over now, group up towards the C side, grab this orb, and you have a Nightfall ready. When they notice John Cutie on the A site with the KJ, they know there's no KJ util on this side as well. Becomes an easy entry for a plant.
Lev with some low members here, gonna make the retake difficult, but Aspas starts them off right.
You have no choice to fight towards spawn now because he lost control in front, and Celsius drops 2. Last 3 of Leviatan, a death ball towards the back of the spawn. First contact will be Zelsis to actually find the information, but I mean, the call from the Prowlers are going to be there. High-low stack, just at the top of the box, there's at the ramp.
Keep him in there.
Satchel out.
Nice satchel first, Kong gets the first kill, and Ospas gets both.
No way!
With the 4th kill onto Sasi. I mean, combining 4 kills together on both Ospas and Kong on that retake, and that was everything for the satchel to start things first, to break that.
But not the case. A 3-1-1 by Sen now as they try to get some map control. Lose one already.
Spike down.
Same position where Zekin was playing towards the mound before, but it's Mazzino that falls on that right side of the mound. Ospas falling back. Has util once again to delay and deny. Boombot to find information, and then paint shells if there's going to be any type of aggression behind that. But for Sentinels, they're creeping up here slowly towards the B site. Might be opening door, might be hitting towards B. You see all these leans coming out from Leviatan.
Yeah.
They're just ready here to play at least some numbers.
A lot of this early pressure from Lev has come off of paranoia, whether they open a door, whether they try to take a little bit more space. So that requires now comms utility. And they do not get as much info there as they can't push out. King. It's a good distance for the judge. They come in close.
The decay, there's
Oh, the hit.
Instantly gets traded out though. Allowing Sentinels to move inside the site and get the plant down, and off the plant, John Cutie has the pit. But the counter once again is a Nightfall available for Calm on the retake. And it gets popped right away. Door opens up, it's a 1-for-1. They lose control now of the front B side are Sentinels. Forced to play inside the pit of both Tens and John Cutie. Satchel inside right now as Ospas is trying to clear it out. Now slowly bleeding to King, trying to spray across, and it's up against John Cutie.
There's time.
Winning a reset on the HP, trying to get lucky with the sprays. John Cutie repivots towards the top of the site, sprays in on the tap.
The site as this push is from the left side of the map. Full come around on the map here to see if they can get this pressure. Sentinels may not have the timing. Actually, I think there was a bit of a here there by Zelsis. He looked to the left for just a second on the mini-map and said, yo, we need to run forward.
Already had to turret outside towards front B as well. Knew that the pinch was coming with all that util coming out from the C side. A 1-for-1 or at least Ospas with the Hero Guardian, Mazzino with the Stinger, the rest with pistols. Showstopper and a lockdown ready for Sentinels. In their favor to try to close out this round. All of them pushing towards the back of the site. Nobody rotating across because they know the pinch from Leviathan was coming from Baby Door and from Seaside. More delays, paranoia being thrown. Not allowing really Leviathan to set up for the retake. There's finally the first contact. Now going left and right, peeking one by one. Also dropping one by one. Delays on the nano swarms. Trades are perfect for
Line a bit. This is their map for a reason. Let's see what they have left in the strat book. Ospas just a bit on the off angle here for the peak. Ooh.
Showstopper ready.
Stays.
Comes out, connects onto Celsius. Meanwhile, though, Com has fallen, so they did have some sort of a trade here towards the B side, but advantage already comes out for Leviathan. Also, a pit came out on that C side.
Imagine you get into the round with a showstopper and a lockdown, and those are the things that go down first.
Toxins going up.
That did. Sentinels did not need that start, and Lev is very happy with the condition of this round. Able to stay in default positions. Killjoy utility still smattered about A. Yeah, this should be a Lev round. Almost no deaths if they can help it.
Oh, and able to dodge the Prowler, too. Ten's just getting ready to TP somewhere. It's a C's right in.
Yeah.
Tried to guess it. That he was still trying to hide in that cubby towards that waterfall side.
Toxins
But
going up.
unfortunately there for Sentinels, it was an off angle closer to the boxes. An easy win there. John Cutie trying to create some space. Clearing out all that util on the A site. Now realizes the last nano. Jump spot kill. Should have done it with a
30
classic.
seconds
Why not?
left.
But yeah, Sasi's going to meet up with them. They'll get a plant and a Nightfall out of this, so there's still some sort of hope here for Sentinels on a post plant. But Leviathan are at the ready. Three of them grouped up here at the staircase.
Pushing, trying to focus a high-low that might be a swing, but I don't know if they have the time. 3 now, about to approach.
Oh, the Nightfall was looking towards the spawn. They were looking for a timing to push in that area, and it's a backstab instead. Leviathan with this defuse now are at map point against Sentinels map pick.
That's just one of those moments. Even tell yourself, like, I'm gonna count to 5 and then last and finishing touches here on Sentinels map pick. Lotus. The C-mount control again. It's gonna be a big fight.
Showstopper.
Oh, the dodge!
Hits the front of the site.
Baited out.
No contact. They still have more ults to work with on the attack, though. As for Leviathan, they have their lockdown currently anchored up on the A site.
Placing swamp grenade.
Nightfall as well if they do lose a bit of control of the site. So many things to layer on here to keep it secure and keep C a winning round for Sentinels. All the members of Lev make it out, but Sentinels has made a home now in C site. Nightfall comes out quite early because they're expecting Lev to just push in.
Yeah, especially that the lockdown got used. Now they'll keep him at bay for a bit, but here is a winning moment, or a key piece is Tex
Tex,
with the lockdown.
come!
With support now, dropping the players trying to fight back towards the waterfall. Numbers dwindling for Sentinels. It's up to John Cutie and Celsius.
They're taking all these fights.
There's that lockdown. There's some free space towards the back. There's no util to throw here for Leviathan. There's the deniability delays here with the snake bite. Both of them pinned towards the back of the side. There's that first swing. Second shot coming through. Oh, no, John Cutie! And it worked!
On it, they said, let's go. Sentinels want it, fans. Let's see if they got it. It's going to be ultimate coming up for John Cutie if they can source some orbs. And they've pushed a little bit of a lower armor buy here to Leviathan, but
Poison's on.
with this rubble control, Sen's taking it slow.
They do want to take it slow. They know the economy's somewhat broken here for Leviathan. 3 chances for the defensive side, so they will go for the force buy round. Only the Sheriff of King.
You can see that Lev, they're feeling, they do not rotate this much so far in the past few rounds, but already you have Com going back and forth to the site. Now they're rotating Mazzino back out, back to a 1-2-2, trying to play reactive against Sentinels right now because they know Sentinels could bring this to 12. Prowler out, great information on pillars, seeing at least a few there.
Yeah.
Coming in.
And because of that, you're see Com and also Mazzino grouping up here towards Baby Door. Trying to open door, trying to create a diversion on the other end. Bold players on the A side from Sentinels now getting ready to break that door. Boombot now to clear it up. There's that first blood. Instant trade. Com waiting on the other end. Hit by the paranoia. Turns around on the reload. John Cutie got caught there. Couldn't reload fast enough, and Com gets the pick. Haunt to get information. It's not cleared once again. Such a tight space, but he finds so much room. Now Celsius trying to save the round for Sentinels. A 2 versus 3. Celsius swinging out here, wins it against Com. Ospas with the backstab. King gets that pick.
Tens?
It's all up to tens.
It's
One
just
smoke.
two.
Shrouded step, jump spot from Aspas. There's that first headshot, the tap on the flick, and the flick! Potentially continuing the protocols here of controlling the orb.
There.
Look at this push out from Leviathan though. They have so much pressure on the A side. And Sentinels, it's a one gear move forward. Clear the C site and plan.
I think they're realizing Lev is having a tough time reacting instantly to these. It's just Sen have to be just as scared about the post plants as Lev would be about Sen's. Oh, the shots are off.
Info on two players. John Cutie wasn't expecting a third. There's a paranoia that's going to hit at least one of them.
Double
Zelsis
molly.
stays alive, and that's going to slow things down, at least on that side. Giving a chance here for Leviathan to creep in from Waterfall and also from the spawn. That's King and Tex. John Cutie has a pit available if needed, but he's playing it from the mountain. Tex has fallen. Sort of planted for them, and as they're trying to pick up the Vandal, Zelsis does not allow Tex to upgrade. King now alone. Running a forward, running across, jump spotting and spotting King. Yeah, he'll get that shot.
Yeah.
Spike will go off no matter what, though. An expensive round for Sentinels, though, as they move into round number 24.
That's
There's break that util, waited out. They'll wait it out.
both the orb and the wall thrown. So if they want to come back, retake becomes that much easier, but they're holding. Making sure the pressure isn't anywhere they don't want it to be. Oh, that's a move up. You see the orb picked up. They're going to continue to press forward. Remember, it's the ultimate for Zelsis here as well. So that's two big ones. And they initiate on A.
King's there,
Just hit
by the paranoia, manages to fall back on time. Seas could not catch him. John Cutie watching the staircase. Lockdown available as the orb got picked up. Nightfall being thrown onto defense. Second trying to clear it up and gets information on three. A lot of them are hit by the Nightfall. 10 speed behind. Dude kills out with the Vandal. Lockdown in the front. Text trying to push forward. Denied by Sasi. It's up to Aspas and Mazzino. 2 versus 4. Pick comes out. And a plant also comes in.
Here.
They try to skirt under the lockdown.
Gonna be tough here, but Mazzino, he's able to at least get one. Trade it back, at least with some pop shots on Sentinels, but Mazzino's still alive. Looking to walk back in, has a paranoia, 1 HP, TP's across off the paranoia, but just got hit by the edge of the Nanoswarm. Aspas now has to come huge. Walks in, decaying down, Spike being launched, backstabbed by Zelsis.
We are in. No operators around, and the C-Mount fight continues.
Zekin trying to get across, avoids the Prowler. 2 inside the smoke, there's a trade-off, a 2 for 1, and inside the
Great.
smoke, Calm evens it out. Leviathan falling back. Turret and Tex was still watching for that push towards B. They'll see nothing yet pivot towards the A site where Zelsis is set up here with the full cooking utility on the A site and Neoden.
Gonna stay together. Looking for Prowler, C's here. Do not have the ability to watch back now unless it's an alarm bot. They're just out of range as they start making their way forward. Baby door could be broken, but it looks like John Cutie's not gonna make that sound. They'll be rotating somewhere else. But they're playing it safe so they can all get here for the retake.
Bomb grenade out.
Already
They're
using
gonna
all their
push.
utility.
They're gonna push.
Yeah. Behind the Prowler inside the site, though, it's a 1 for 1. Free plant now for Calm.
Spike planted.
Sentinels split across and looking to regroup towards the spawn. John Kuhn and Sasi. Lots of util in their hands as well. And they have deniability with the Nanoswarms. Potential lineups here as Texas playing all the way back towards Rubble. And the alarm bot's going to be the first point of contact.
There.
Oh, the jiggle.
Where are
Well, they
you?
see one.
They know what Texas is playing, and they know he could potentially be playing those lineups, so they have to move forward. There's the alarm bot. Calm with the off angle. Now tries to get the backstab contact. It works out, catching John Cutie off guard. Now the Nightfall comes out, and Tex gets the pick.
Pillar. Pillars for Sentinels. Their
And
B
Paranoia
protocols. Strong take, but this is the strong site.
It's a jump spot. There's that paranoia on both ends. Calm is able to drop Saucy and also the Spike just to slow down that push out from Sentinels.
Spike knowledge means no one on the map moves. You just see him backing up in sight a little bit more to play it safe. Anchor points being held by 2 on C now. Heaven overside by Mazzino as Sentinels look to restructure. They could get a lot of info.
Oh, at the top of the dome. Calm just got spotted and King has to fight back. Another 1-for-1. Pain Shells are trying to push him away.
Have the spike
And
down.
as mentioned, both of these teams not afraid to fight.
Oh my gosh.
2v2, Zekin one away from an ult. Tex rotating over towards the C site with Mazzino. Sentinels will still take their time though, walking up.
They have Alt Orb. Still there, did not get picked up. This is gonna be showstopper.
And you don't want to actually give your position away.
Do they take it? Do they plant for it?
Got to move
They
for a plant
it.
instead. You
Easy.
had to play the contact. Clearing out towards the tree. Also being
seconds
meticulous, clearing towards the back of the site, watching drops, seeing that util. And there's that showstopper now ready on the pulse
Oh
plant.
my gosh. Where do they put it? What's the safest spot? You can get your blast packs out. Yeah. So Sentinels is going to let them walk into sight, even to get that first touch on Spike. And Zekin may just ult and hold it.
Yeah.
With John Cutie watching the angle, then they'll burst out.
You got an orb, you got snake bites on top of that. Showstopper is going to
There
be the
it is.
first one,
Just
the
ult and hold
first
it.
thing to delay, just to actually even take out the smoke
Yep.
away here from Mazzino, who does have a second one though. Door is about to open. Satchel's towards the air and make
Just
sure that
kidding.
nobody's there. Snake bite coming in as the door opens. So that's one of them wasting towards the back doorway. A pinch attempted to be moved forward. Mazzino runs through the door. John Cutie trades it right back though.
John again.
Tap on that spike. There's not enough time. And John Cutie plays in time, plays the win, and keeps it at a tie game.
Very fast play, and then times it out. C Mountain Control is on.
And 3 players this time, 1 TP on the top. That was 10, sorry, to start.
Yeah.
Just to see if there was going to be more pressure from Leviathan out that area. Stalemate, players rotating back, leaning up and scaling towards the A side. There will be utility that's going to stuff them out.
Clear.
Alarm bot spotted, and they'll play just outside of it here for Leviathan.
This is the equivalent of sitting in front of the Cypher trap, waiting for somebody to peek. They're ready for Sen even to do a jump peek, as they are that far up. I don't know if Celsius heard anything in A just yet. He's still kind of moving back and forth, like he wants to get some knowledge or even pop the door to be a little scary. But man, there's about to be a party on that side of the map, and Sentinels only have the 2.
And the call from Sentinels after that info is to rotate towards C. So all of Leviathan looking to group up, and they're just storming as a group with the alarm bot. Zelsin's forced to fall back. Satchel comes across, and he's out in the open in a one and done. Hit by the pain shells, hit by a snake
that
bite, and also
stings.
gets dropped. Now John Cutie has to hold alone. Gets hit by the
30
C's,
seconds left.
and also gets dispatched here by Aspas.
So much util coming in, they can't decide what to shoot at or where to shoot.
Aspas also moving forward. Zekin made too much noise. Showstopper ready.
Oh,
Misses, does some damage
Little
on the
bit.
Saucy though, but he's pinned. Really nothing that Sentinels could really do outside of this paranoia. And a flawless round.
Maybe get a haunt through to detect what is pushed.
Bring them down.
Little Prowler status. And
Yeah.
yeah, they back off so much quicker.
Ken's doing a little bit of a Mazzino play there from TVing backwards on the boxes.
Yeah.
Although you're getting good information here. Calm just throughout the Prowler. Got contact in the front. Door now gets opened up. No paranoia being thrown here by Mazzino. Still, Aspas is going to rotate across though to support Calm.
Bomb buddy out.
Boombot out. Instantly gets shot down, trying to get a wall bang. It's the stalemate once again. Sentinels are pulling back.
Big A main control, right, or rubble control right now. That reclear is going to be very difficult because they want to use their next util for sight, not just to clear a position outside of a site. So we're getting C here. It's going to be the most effective for the utility Sentinels has left, and it's a bit of a read with that rubble push for Lev.
They have the perfect read, right? Because of that rubble push, and they hear the first piece of util. Nobody's really engaged back on that side. Too late to rotate towards A. So we're going to have close range battles now. A beautiful TP by Mazzino. Tencent comes in. Last pass trying to fight back towards the waterfall. Answers back with 1. But C site is now open for Sentinels to plant.
3v2. Util, their Molly's there. No, just the Viper's bites coming out. Doesn't hit anybody just yet.
King already moved inside though. There's that second snake bite. Door also being open. Spotted and stopped by John Cutie. King is now alone. Up against Tens on a 1v1 at least to start. Manages to find safety, find some cover, smoke up as well and play with his teammate. There's that contact towards the front. John Cutie.
Game of the week.
Bring them down.
And where else will they go?
I have the
Still,
spike.
C mound. It's like there's gold under that sand that everybody has to guard. And now the B push. Not too many here in overtime, if any, that we've seen, but this was a round where John Cutie was able to clutch. They have come away with wins here.
Looks like they had metal detectors too, because they realized that nobody was fighting towards the C side anymore. Perfect rotate towards B. Pain shells to deny. Calm cannot get a plant yet.
Out of charge.
But all of Leviathan are still holding inside.
Delay.
Plant will be successful this time
Spike
around.
planted.
Utility being thrown by Tex on the post plant. Again, a tie game here in round number 29 in this first map of the series. And Sentinels are just trying to find the right timing.
And you got to be telling me they don't expect the paranoia from Tens to come through this door. It's been almost every time.
But it's going into sight.
He might
potentially.
actually choose sight. If he makes it to switch, it usually goes through door. Gonna go ahead and smoke off one side, so he only gets a few members to be seeing here, and they don't even know!
Perfect one, hits the first. There's the haunt for a counter. Players are stuck towards the back. Now he runs inside the side, gets a backstab on King, but runs out of bullets. Second is still there, though. Then Bus alone cannot get it done.
Leviathan with the slip there to have 3 MB main and not know that that paranoia's come through almost every time. Sense for sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Thankfully, there's less bullets. About Tens is just going to go on multi-kills nonstop. But back in the server, Sentinels in the lead. Beautiful retake, allowing them to close out the first map. Zelsis sees the aggression coming out from front B. Trying to fight back against both players, Calm and Aspas, in tandem once again, and in tandem falling back. Sentinels pushing out towards the A side as there's 2 players out on the defensive there. But Tens just got caught coming out of his shrouded step. But John Cutie stuck behind. He's at the staircase. He hears a rotate. This is an opportunity to break baby door and move towards B for a plant, and they'll do so.
Slowly moving through. A little bit of a lurk on stairs right now by John Cutie. Could separate this entire squad of Lev, whether it's 1 or 2. Still gonna stall them out. Oh, this is... Everybody quiet.
And now get loud. That's 2 kills for him, and second is there. 2 versus 2, second and Saucy. Spike planted. No delays as Zelsis has fallen. Paranoia being thrown out on the defense. Aspas trying to fight against second. Superstar against Superstar. Now deciding to push back and defend his teammate. Defusing the spike. There's that lean on the first, to look back on the other. Seconds with the sprays, but cannot get it done.
Ooh, we're back to a bit of our C-mound fight, but still, Lev's a little more patient on it this time. The Sentinels look to gain that ground. This root push on A, though, is gaining some serious ground without being seen just yet. Oh, they're making noise right away, actually, at A.
Zelsis is looking to fight it with the Odin.
Going
Nanoswarm to delay. Bourbon, no kills. We stay hot now for Leviathan. Backpedaling once again towards the spawn in. Again, same type of strat, leaving King.
Yeah.
Just lurking around now.
Sentinel's just taking up the same defensive position everywhere. Tens is already pushed out here. A little bit of info. He can get out safely, drop back, teleport into C. And he'll have his paranoia through door here. Second should be able to just peek out as the smoke pops in C1 to know they're coming. Doesn't even look, actually. Just goes for the nade delay.
Pre-fired shots, and now the plant is not for long B. Leviathan choosing to fight inside the site, choosing to fight towards the spawn. Prowler to get the first blood for Zelsis, and they're just swinging around again! Back to a 2 versus 2. John Judy has a pit to work with after their trip kill. He understands there's still that lurk from King. So it comes down to the smoke on smoke. Tens versus Mazzino. Spotted, forced to fall back, hit by the paranoia, hit by the snake bite, and also killed. Up to King with that timing in the back. The backstab there to a 1v1. Snake bite. Tens trying to find the timing. King staying tucked in. King getting the head.
Together. Now Lev's on defense.
And Sentinels wants to move quick.
We're already here.
Paranoia towards tree. Alarm bot now still up around that smoke. Deniability. There's delay here with the snake bites towards the A side, but second he made it through. He has a chance now to play towards the staircase, but look at this push. Oh, this is going to be bad.
They're flying.
Zelsis thinks he has a timing.
They're flying.
Oh, thankfully here Saucy stays behind. Here's the footsteps. There's that first lineup and the second kill. Easily done there for Sentinels. C-side now open. Zelsis has full control.
Not once in this OT have we really had a push like that. And it's called the one time they turn for the flank. Sentinels get 2, and Zelsis is pushed for another one. It looks like we're getting another round here. This is gonna be an easy plant. It's all up to Mazzino. And I think they're gonna quiet him down quite soon.
Leslie comes up huge, but with this plant and a Nightfall at the ready, and even the alarm bot. Yep.
All eyes on spawn.
Can't stay quiet anymore. He's gonna stay quiet though as he gets hit by the Nightfall. Pain shells now, more delays, and you definitely know here at this point. With no util coming through, he TPs across, getting
There it
sprayed, getting picked off. It'll be difficult to actually beat this record. But Leviathan in round number 33, a bit of util being used towards the C side. Again, it's almost like a broken record, but it's a favorite song that we have on repeat.
Yeah. This is one of the most quiet rounds of the entirety of OTs that we have. The contact play to A has been happening, but no show C, no show B here to start. Your first acknowledgement is going to be that door opening, and 3 stack that site for Sentinels.
Once they break that door, there's going to be delays here with the Nanoswarm. Sati able to score first, though, towards that A side. Another spray towards the staircase to drop Calm. That's less util to help Aspa, so he's going to have to do it alone, walking inside the B side. But there's a lot of push and pull here on both ends. Prowler being thrown on a defense, doesn't spot any opposition close here towards the A side. Now Sentinels will have to choose to play the retake as the plant now comes in for Leviathan on B.
Really nice bit of macro there by Lev, playing that baby door, playing text to push the site. The shot towards TenZ, they know they've done a bunch of damage.
Is a perfect line here to flash towards the B site.
Yeah.
They're waiting for the timing on it. King, though, continues to push and lurk. Drops Zelsis on a rotation. There's that ping, there's that paranoia. It's going to hit 2 of them. Texto playing the off angle up towards heaven. And with these kills...
Lev off defensive positioning.
And that's a great call because Sentinels are known with these protocols for the retakes. You're not giving them a chance to set up. But when it comes down to fighting, Sentinels are also very good at that, since we're seeing such a back and forth battle here on the attack half of both of these teams. In this overtime, round number 34, door being open, and this time Sentinels, they want to change a little bit here. A re-hit back towards the C site. TenZ looking to paranoia off the contact, and that is going to push Benzino back inside the C site.
Feels like forever since we've been at C. They head back. The fight wasn't as grand as before, so a bit more util here for both teams to be able to make a retake or a site take happen. Checking all the corners. And they push out without cross-map control. They're actually just activating and pulling down the Viper gas at A, so they may have a bit back as John Cutie presents with the team towards that side of the map, leaving Zekken as a bit of a lurker here. And yeah, they're gonna full retake on this and walk it back up.
Thing is, they can't really they're not really retaking for Leviathan. They have a perfect read right now, keeping 2 players inside the A site. Tex with full util. King again.
Here's the audio.
A nuisance towards the tree. Snake bite to slow down. 20 seconds left. You know they're hitting the site. And as they make the noise, they break the noise and actually break the door to move towards the B site. Another pivot here with 13 seconds left, but there's no util to stop them for the plant. Room to breathe now for Sentinels. A 5 versus 5 post-plant.
Really nice job with the Zekken lurk there, controlling the audio in the middle of the map. Lockdown comes in. And this is going to be tough for Leviathan. They get it just off to the side. It is not going to work.
They'll have to keep them back. And the paranoia was used already earlier on in the round, so they have nothing here once they reopen the door. A TP inside the site. TenZ is trying to find information. Hit here. At least sees the C's in the front. There's that first swing out. TenZ trying to get one. Will be able to do so, but Aspas fights towards the back lines. Players are falling down. John Cutie and Zelsis once again. 2 versus 3. Tap on that spike. Where's the lineup? He gets picked. And now it's halfway, though, with the defuse. Will he stick it? He can't. Spike will go off. Sentinel, stay alive.
Oh, my gosh. Here we go.
Instantly in this round. Alarm bot now spotted in front of C. On our side here inside the game. Not ready to slow down the pace are both Sentinels and Leviathan. Pressure continuing for both of these teams, for all the fans currently watching so far, as Leviathan are looking to hit towards the C site. 4 players grouped together, 1 late lurk on the A side, which is Tex. And that's the game plan, keeping them towards C.
Yep.
So TenZ has to play. A great spot here from Rebel.
Do they insert? I thought they were going to leave King for a moment, but he actually plays a bit of a safer spot here, and they're going to want to come back after a hard hit here at A. They're going to try to get a good fake in. A frag may bring the spike over, but right now this is just going to be a bit of a ruse from Leviathan.
It's a double pump.
They are backing up, though.
So you realize that Rebel is open. Now they're all grouping up.
Yeah, they're going to take it.
30 seconds left. You can work the map still. You can still go towards A side or break that baby door towards B. And if you're looking at it here, TenZ is going to be alone on the A site, so he has to come up huge if Leviathan chooses to fight that area. Door gets broken, Zekken stays back. Paranoia to try to slow down as much as he could. 20 seconds left, the Satchel's moving inside. TenZ trying to do as much as he can towards the back of the site. Now the first contact, there's that first kill. Boombot in, instantly traded out. 12 seconds left in Aspas. A nuisance at this spot here at the top of A Heaven. Has support from King at the drop.
Placing swamp.
But Sentinels are doing a little bit of Leviathan here. 3 players grouped up towards the staircase as they lose Zelsis in the process of the rotate. Smokes are being thrown. The push, the engagement, second with the first blood. The off angle coming out from Leviathan. These picks are coming through. Showstopper out for Aspas. John Cutie stays alive for a bit. But now you can definitely see here, going to be difficult for John Cutie to get inside the site and to try to get the defuse. Wall after wall, smoke after smoke. And as it comes down, Aspas gets another one.
Right now for these takes, these holds. We're hardly seeing this C-mount pressure anymore because of the safety that's required in these rounds because they're coming down to the wire. 4-1 to start off round 36 here for Sentinels on attack to bring themselves back in for another OT.
They're trying to do the same thing.
Lev.
Yeah, grabbing orb here on the C side. Zelsis is the one that picks it up. John Cutie, though, is going to get hurt. They just heard him jump spot. He does get the lineup. The snake bite on the ground, and he pushes Leviathan back. Pain shell, snake bite. He avoids all of it.
Cover going down.
And that will now engage Sentinels towards the C side, and as he rotates across, gets picked up by Aspas. There's still util to delay. Big paranoia out for the attack. Mazina swaps second from the air. Stays alive towards the back of the side. His teammate has fallen down. Buying some time as much as he can. Comes on the rotate. Wins another fight against Asi.
Asino.
Util now being thrown. Both from Tens and Celsius trying to keep things alive. Nanosword trying to push him back towards the pillar. But they have a 2 versus 4 now. All of them grouped up, back towards the spawn. The wall bank, one to fall. This might be it. Showstopper out. Aspas does not connect. Celsius trying to stay alive. Swarmed in by Leviathan. It took a while, but Leviathan will win. Lotus.
And now get some big peaks out here. It's just gonna be a quick cascade up. A lot of mid control by Sentinels as they want map control right away.
It's a 3-2 split to start things off on the attack for Leviathan. John Cutie was pushing down, actually was a triple push down mid to stop that split. At least the plant will go down now from Azino. First contact was second towards that green side, dashed away, and then is waiting for his teammates to move in together with him to retake the site.
Right there.
As Mazzino's waiting, High Tide now falls down. 2 players greeting him from the snowman. Goes with another cascade, drop from above, still gets one before he falls. But it's up to King and Calm. Made that only Calm. Long range with the Lev Classic. Turret, wingman, shot dart. Looking for the right clicks. Not gonna happen. Zelsis has his own word with his own classic. And
Utility onto Lev each time. Let's see what they have for defense. It's up to Lev to break those defensive lines. Spike down for the second one as they just do a little walking around to gain info. And that's a good shot to start them off. Not a gun they can grab, but a good start nonetheless.
And Zekin answering back with the Guardian as his teammate fell down, throwing to Dizzy for info. Well, at least they took down some heavy firepower with Aspas falling, but Calm will be able to salvage that Sheriff, and they'll work together now. This whole time on this A side, Tex was waiting with this turret to see if there's any aggression coming out from Sentinels. Nothing there. They cross freely. I mean, they cross even not using any type of util on that side, just gambling it for Leviathan, and thankfully nobody was watching that cross. So they have a chance to walk together now towards the A site.
Slowly moving in. Good contact play, actually, not even giving up any of this dart info so they can use it for when Sentinels wants to crush back in. And now we'll see, Sentinels goes for a protocol retake. They usually leave 10s towards screen, and 3 will walk up towards the ramp so they can get a high entry back into the site here.
Calm gets a lot of information from his position. Here's the footsteps on the rotate, trying to find the angle with the Sheriff. There's that first shot. A lucky Sheriff so far to get a 3rd kill in the round with it. The first kill being Aspas with that Sheriff. Now John Cutie's alone. Chance for Leviathan to get an eco. As he swings out the crossfire setup, King gets the backstab with those flood retakes. But again, Sentinels with this round only have 10s with a Sheriff. They did try to go for some aggression, some information down towards middle to start things off. No opposition, so they gamble for a stack towards the A site. Turret being the first point of contact. Wall following up to decay, and hopefully they'll get some pop shots for some trades. Due diligence out from Leviathan, though. Owl drone clearing out the way. High Tide also pushes Sentinels back, so it's only Zelsis alone in the site. There is that Dizzy, there's the protocol. The The shots are at least not too bad. A wall bang to drop the
A.
spike. And there's that real delay. Aspas pushing forward. They're looking for a 3-2-1 swing. And great job here from Aspas to isolate those pushes. What? Calm was there for the support at least for Aspas, but not ready for that shot from Tens.
Absolutely on point. Just audio shot, really. As they play cat and mouse on either side of this wall, just waiting to peek each other. They may be able to get a few weapons out here if they can run in and keep Lev in range. But they're just looking to go down to the spike on this one.
Yeah.
So another one by Lev, expected round. They keep 3 alive on this with an A play as they force the back of the site, and we get a little bit of an idea on how powerful these flashes actually are when Sen can combine them together.
Half by. Meanwhile, here on the other end for Leviathan, they could start adding a little bit more ults here behind this Reckoning, forming plants, forming orbs.
Yeah.
And this protocol that they currently have on how they hit towards the site. So far, they have an opportunity to have continuous free plants here towards A.
They get themselves in. Pretty easy to boot. We're going to have the full team of Sen to get back on this one. Reckoning just after to prevent that, so delaying a little bit more time. Extra nice there. And Sentinels are going to set up 3-2 split.
Yeah. And Com's just ready for a recon dart too as they try to engage and enter for Sentinels. But there is that nice dizzy and flash coming in. 2nd and 10, swarming back into sight. Tex is now alone. Nanoswarm to try to delay. He's up by pipes. He's spotted by Sassy and popped. And Wingman will get the assist for the defuse. And Sentinels, we talked about how it would have been a very difficult round should they lose this one.
Yeah, they're much more comfortable pushing up. Lev denying this orb control every time, but they haven't had to deal with pipes just yet. Good info from Ten's knife.
And great deniability too from hitting that knife because Com cannot get a ping with the Hunter's Fury combination. And that's also going to slow down the pacing from Leviathan. Will he choose to fall back or re-hit the sign? And seems to be the latter here as already the spike's moving forward. That's Mazzino, the one carrying on his back. Cascade now blocking out the sights of Sentinels, seeing any crossover. And it's a plant for long so they can use the Hunter's Fury. That's why Com's staying all the way back now on the pulse plant. Last resort. This is difficult now because Sentinels cannot really flank across, so they have to start moving quick now in the site.
And not enough coverage on that wall. Aspas couldn't go forward, so they're forced to now wait for the retake. Com, delay. Kind of an up-the-gut Hunter's Fury to delay that entrance into the site, but doesn't stop Sen.
That's going to be difficult now because there's that double flash and everybody's getting picked off. There's some delays happening. Updraft, Aspas trying to fall back. They're getting denied for the diffuser halfway. Now Second has to stick it. More util coming through. Aspas trying to stay alive. Tex gets the pick with the second one. John Cutie and Celso make that only the IGL, but there's no time left. That's what they needed to do there for Sentinels to move a little bit more quickly.
If to rotate into this default defense where everything on A is meant to delay, a lot of safety from the defense at B. Zekin can get out, they can reset. It's up to Lev now. Just identify that this is the way that Sen wants to play, and it completely goes to a retake. So Leviatan's goal to getting a lot of rounds on Lotus was to dismantle a few members of Sen first, and look how safe they're playing. How easy it's to get a first blood here before you're even planting. It is not.
And it's simple here for Sentinels. Default that they have on a 1-1-3. First contact will be Zekin on top of yellow, always taking this spot. They have an alarm bot watching kitchen and mid, so they could focus a lot of those defensive players out towards the A side. And at that minute mark, we're hitting the mid-round point. You're seeing the pivot from the spike carry moving outside towards A. So they have the perfect numbers at least to try to fight back in a beautiful first blood to start things off on that mid lurk. So King falls.
Wave crashing.
Cascade now. Engagement initiation out of Leviathan. A 1-for-1 as Aspas creates the space. Nice headshot there onto John Cutie. Back on the top of the A tower. Tens, Zekin and Zelsis looking to retake, and Zekin was still a little bit too far away, waiting for the confirmation of the spike getting planted. Mazzino trying to push forward to fight. You hear the null command coming out from Tens. Flashes, players are low, and players are falling down for Sentinels. And Zelsis is low HP.
Can he get out?
He will with the high tide up now.
Okay.
The round will come in for Leviathan as they have a nice anchor hold, a nice pull.
Double flank watch here, actually. And they have thrown the wall up on B just as a bit of distraction, keeping Zekin looking there from yellow.
And you still have pretty decent utility for Sentinels right now to delay towards the A side because the pit was available for King. There was a way he could have moved up and to do that type of pit for jail. But instead, King is moving back with Tex and trying to rework the map. Both of them moving up towards tube. Saucy is the one waiting now as a turret on Boiler spots one player trying to cross over. Leviathan now regrouping to go for another 5-player hit towards the A site.
Slow orb. Sentinels in the same mirrored positions as before. I should say the same positions, rather. And they are ready with util. Interesting spot for Tens there. Could get caught out in a second, but it looks like he's playing safe knowing the wall's coming up.
And a knife actually did delay, so no snake bites to be thrown towards screens. Tens gets the opener onto Com. But again, Aspas, he's the one
pushing,
disrespecting his own walls, pushing towards the spawn, dashes away after he lands the headshot in a third there onto Zelsis. He could go wherever he wants to go here.
That's an incredible round to watch, especially as Aspas comes around and takes down Tens, because that's Tens saying, okay, somebody wants 410, I've done that play, I know that play, but Aspas is already thinking ahead, still on that push. It was John Cutie last time, Tens this time, and it's just not being communicated that they are hitting A so fast. Zekin will pick one up, Stinger in hand, so looking to stay close and grab a gun at the end of this one as the spike kind of zooms back in, but I don't know if we'll have the distance to cover. It looks like they save and spawn.
Yeah.
Sen, something else to think about, but again, orb control here. Sen can't farm, Leviathan take space up to pipes.
The small change, though, is that Saucy moved over towards the A side with Zekin, so maybe they do want to try to start fighting back with counter util. But he's leaning out, jiggling out towards the screens, just got spotted by Aspas, forced to fall back. And that pivot and that change in terms of the positioning here might give Leviathan an idea that they might not have the Viper over there to help out with them on the defense for Sentinels. Owl Joel to try to clear out some space, but actually, Tens is still able to hold the top of the A tower because it didn't spot him. Leviathan are deciding to fall back, leaving a spike. They're going into a 2-1-2 default with a minute left, so expect a last-second late plant. Need some hero plays to come out here with the final seconds of the round.
It's messing with util, trying to get Sentinels dislodged from their current positions. And with that spike down, it's going to be another full W towards A here. Lev have done such a good job of rotating out the sites. Remember, still decently comfortable for Sentinels to leave them open, because the info would come from the back of the site anyways here as Lev hit. So this is almost normal coming in here. Just a little bit more time Sen has to rotate.
Took a minute, 10 seconds. Right now for Leviathan to finish where they started. Same type of util coming out for a plant. Spotted now at Jenny and not towards the A tower for long range position in a fight here from Vels. But the same thing happens. Reckoning was at the ready. Aspas on the top of the screens drops Tens. As that gets the timing for Saucy to push out, though, to get two of his own. Zekin now pushing forward. Com now picked off by Saucy as they pin across. Texas solo. Nice round in the end. Zekin wins that fight. Wingman with another assist. The Sentinels a much needed third round finally.
Going towards A though, turret holds what would have been a push, and they have not seen Sen push. So while being careful about this, this is all safe space as the rotation comes back.
That's the thing, they have to be careful because at the beginning of the round, Tex got hit by a knife. So Leviathan, they have to re-clear, but they're actually re-clearing with contact. Com does not have the Aldrone to work with, so they're just walking up. And for Sentinels, it seems like you only see one player anchoring towards the A side. It's Zelsis. Yes, the alarm bar gets picked, but the idea is for him to stay back so that they can potentially once again do the lockdown play that they're good for. She uses it right away. Aspas somehow dashed up, but it gets traded out. Mazzino is trying to run across towards the high tide to stop the lockdown. Will be able to do so and also kill John Cutie.
Mazzino stepping up. Absolutely should have been prevented by Sentinels on this round. All three members are back. He's just on a mission right now. 18 HP. He's going to stay in the fight. Give it all he can as the team goes for the post plant again.
How crazy is that? That they're able to run through high tides with no flashes on the attack for Leviathan, yet still getting these picks.
The positioning that they're gaining in the early part of the map, I think is one, obviously helping Lev, but Sen is suffering from how far they're playing outside sight. If you're gonna have two people at your screens every time you're approaching again, you're not gonna be able to do much. And that is exactly what Lev did. I mean, it was only Ospas last time, but he said, Mazzino, come on through.
On capitalizing and closing in on these rounds on how they're just easily executing behind all these walls that are being thrown out by Mazzino.
Backstab? No. Turret for turret up here.
Window fight.
Oh,
Tex will get spotted by the turret if it continues to walk forward. And this is okay here. John Cuty's just running around and it's okay. He's trying to bait that out, right? He's walking back already. There is that plant coming through. Ospas somehow gets the pick onto Zekin towards that B site. He hears 2, 3 players rotate out towards Kitchen, and he doesn't care about the turret. Swings before. They don't check it. He gets that first pick. And there's that fight against Celsius very soon. Who wins it? Mazzino now inside the site. 3 versus 3, and the other 2 players of Leviathan are playing long range. Inside the site has Swollen. Now long range is Ospas. Hit by a fragment. Double swing after. Beautiful protocols there on that swing. Up to Calm. 1 shock dart available. There's that first pick. Shock darted after, but gets picked off right away by 10. So scores 3 in the round. And allows Sentinels to get the 4th. And despite that, the scoreline of 4-6, we were mentioning how Leviathan were doing so good.
Echo.
Yeah.
You can make a lot more choices as you're getting back in.
It's actually crazy that 10 rounds were played and 9 of them were diffuses and spikes going on. So we're definitely playing the long game now for both of these teams. First contact this time around. Zekin was trying not to allow Leviathan to get a plant. Couldn't get a pick, and now you have a chance to get a lockdown for Tex.
This should be a pretty clean round to set up. They're going to go ahead and actually block off towards spawn. So once they get these smokes down the Viper wall up, you're going to see the Sova Dart go past after they get rid of this Thrash. Oh, Sova's down.
Sova, though. So that's Calm with the spike. That's going to delay even more, allowing the fight to happen here. Sentinel's trying to fight back all the way from the spawn. All the ults are down. Celsius, Labor, but gets that pick there onto King. Plant finally coming down until Tex is trying to fight back. Calm now solo after the plant, wondering where his teammates were. They all fell. And Sentinels end up having a clean fight on the B site despite the amount of util and ults that were being thrown at them from Leviathan.
What a return.
Ospas position in that area. Maybe even a dash on top of the screens will get delayed after that knife that was thrown by Tens.
And finally, we get them going back to A. Those 2 rounds may be in their own head after the Kaplan timeout, but no, Lev go back to A where it was working.
Defensive pit, a spray. It works out at least for a 1-for-1, and thankfully, it was Saucy that fell and not John Cuty. So the pit is still up, yet the plant still comes down on the A site for the A tower, as Leviathan are playing outside of the site now.
2 mollies, 2 shock darts, Hunter's Fury. This is all but secured here by Lev, right? That's the question.
I mean, with the Hunter's Fury,
you have to expect.
There's that tap, wall comes up, he's gonna try to get it halfway. And then it contacts. Calm gets the kill. Tex fights onto Zelsis. John Cuty's alone. Sticking on that spike again. Dropping down. Here's the shots. Trying to get the spray across, but should be all.
Yeah.
Now Spotty here running inside. Mazzino closes the gap until that nice spots Ospas, who misses those shots.
Trying to go up for a frag. We'll see how this pistol round works out. Might have been wanting a happy birthday for a Sentinels win if Lev gets this pistol round. They push towards B. Sentinels are going to have power in numbers here with just a bit of a flank watch, a little bit of a lurk from Zelsis. It's going to be quite late. I wonder if they just head back here. They're still pretty far from being pushed up as they're held back by this one way. And 3 members of Lev just on the other side. Yeah. Knowledge of 2 controllers here. Let's go to the other site where there aren't as many walls. They'll just have to deal with the Viper placement from the beginning of the round.
This is the difficult part, though, because the turret was watching mid the whole time, so really they're walking into the unknown back towards the A site. Contact, trade, fundies to try to move forward. Ospas is still there. Recon dart, though, that's going to give out their position. Yet, they don't really want to accelerate yet.
30 seconds left.
Ooh. You're going to hear Harbor running out.
With that drop, though, Ospas is going to get ready. Dash available, picks it up, down to 10 HP and falls down. Site is now open, unless there's some deniability here. Shark darts available for Calm. Gets the first one out, Saucy with the wingman plant, and we'll get it. 5 versus 5 here. Ospas is low on HP, so is Tens. All of them playing just around that spike for Sentinels.
Yeah,
as they want to play in front of those walls that are thrown by Mazzino. There's the attempt of a retake for Leviathan, denied by Sentinels so far. Ospas alone and last. There's the activation of the dash, trying to land some shots. No body damage, no headshots. He falls back. King is still there towards yellow, but as I've mentioned, that orb that was picked up, everybody then for Leviathan leaning towards this B side, stacking on that side. Sen have a perfect read in the mid round to pivot back towards A.
Be able to go 4 forward, 5 forward maybe? Yeah, I don't know if they leave anybody behind here. Quick take into sight, push by Lev, and they'll have a little bit of timing, but nope. Zelsis is already getting ready to look for the flank. Yeah, that's a lot of feet. He's gonna only look for a little bit more. And John Cutie's gonna hear all this ruckus going back down mid right now and call that.
Yeah, pipes, boiler, and you see from Leviathan, all of them holding that angle. Doesn't want to get sprayed, don't want to get spammed. This is going to be an attempt of a clean death, I guess, from Leviathan at this point when the spike's going to go off.
Just 5 on the spike.
You don't want to give it to Saucy, right? So Saucy's already halfway, more than halfway, to be able to get the thrash early in the round.
Alrighty, so Sentinels, a little bit of trouble there to start off the first half. Second half feeling very good in the macro they're using. But that's never really stopped them before. Good damage on Takam to start. And they pretty much put all their eggs in one basket here for A with the turret watching behind. Sen want this.
Nice shot by Zekin on the top of the Viper wall. Mazino falls. So double flash to allow Sentinels to get a blind pick. And also a plant coming out from the wingman at the same spot. Trying to engage, pushing outside the balcony. Another nice flash. Double kill from both Saucy and Tens. This becomes a nice little bonus round for Sentinels.
Spike planted.
Meanwhile, the last 2 players of Leviathan falling back. This should be free upgrades should Sentinels choose to pick up those weapons in the end. And a different way to approach here for Sentinels, but it still becomes really clean on how they're really storming the A site.
Yeah. They get in effectively. A lot of times you'll see where Gecko and, not Gecko, Saucy and Tens are throwing that flash, goes right around this area in the back. It kind of lands just up towards top A, towards the site. We actually Killjoy Molly right there right now. And where the flashes land, it allows Gecko for the pickup. Is Lev just getting a few more in here. But the flashes in sight pretty much mean Lev have to play outside of it. It's that tough. And
Leviathan, though, and a quasi-buy around the 2 rifles that they save. Mentioned that thrash that was available for Saucy. Clear out towards yellow, but not really towards the back of the site yet.
Yeah. And look at that. Go out, protect the thrash. Thrash will be picked up, used again here in a little bit. This is going to put quite a bit of focus for them onto yellow. If they can't disperse before the retake comes in, this could be a problem.
Singer kill though from the top. Inside the tubes, does get the pick onto Zekin. Owl drone from Calm does spot Tens. Snake bite to try to keep them at bay.
They're going to push him out here.
And it's a snake bite shock dart combo, but does not land any shots. Meanwhile, it pushed them back towards the high tide that was thrown up by Mazino, though. There comes that tap on that spike, the second thrash, but there's the push forward from King. Stinger, though, runs out of bullets. Nobody on that spike yet. Calm's trying to stick it. Celsius does get the pick, and then Tex answers back. Now it's halfway. There's only 1 player left. It's John Cutie trying to stay alive, but they're swarming them against him. He falls to get the defuse, and Leviathan
over the yellow railing. So many little trick shots he can hit.
Ooh, Osbosh fighting against Celsius, pushing forward with a second kill. No trade opportunities, but Mazino is trying to do the same and try to avenge his fallen comrades, but unfortunately, it's Sentinels pulling back and instantly rotating towards B.
So interesting that Sentinels call that, make the play too. All on Zelsa's shoulders. Now they go for the B plant. They're going to meet a little bit of util delay here, but it shouldn't be anything they can't get through.
Oh, King just spotted 1 person towards yellow.
Uber delay here.
Yeah,
they're taking their time though, waiting for gas to come back up.
Exactly. Alarm bot's still there too, right at the feet from Tex. King could throw snake bites long range once the alarm bot goes off. Unfortunately though, because of a knife, can't really sound the alarm, so it allows your Sentinels to run around this B site. Aspas to play on the top of Jenny and watch that line. So Zelsis, there you go. First time to pull it out. Fake news. Fake news.
Fake news.
Zekin, though, answers back. The round will be won later on here as we have a 4-on-4 situation. KO all being thrown out now by Tens. And you do have only the Sheriff from Comm in the back of the site. Fully flash pushing forward. Osbus does get the pick on the tents and somehow gets another one here. Whoa.
Okay, so they didn't stop him at the front door. They just kind of before they got out the back door to the backyard. What was that?
I mean, look at all those X's.
Trying to get through the... Starting to get the lyrics going now. They're starting to get themselves on the map, pushed up mid. We were expecting this before. Zelsis is ready.
4-2 again.
Oh, rinse and repeat for
Big.
Zelsis. Give him 2 more.
Big impact kills for Zelsis. Alarmbot's close, but King will stay at the outside of that radius to call that rotate over, but it's all a ruse. They made all that noise to pull back in. All face Osbos to get this kill.
That's how the op goes down in this?
Last player standing.
Good damage, good
Spike
damage.
down, attacker spawn.
And they won't go anywhere to pick it up yet. They want to make sure here for Sentinels that get this round, you get the win, you get the lead.
Bomb grenade out.
Now it's a round 1. About these ults now available for both teams. Osbos trying to really change the pace of the round on the other side of pipes. And here's these drops. Dash now activated. Pod flash forces him to dash away. And that's a small win right now for Sentinels. Clearing the space to engage the lockdown.
Hunter's Fury here. Do they decide? Do they just let it rip?
He's backing up for
Yeah,
it.
he's getting ready, but I don't think they have it now with everybody in position. They're just going for the retake. Deep dart. Osbos, okay to get tagged by this. Protection from the team. Oh.
Lots of ults
Little
here.
concussing.
And now Comm in the back of spawn. Hunter's Fury from the back. Pings 3.
Get him.
Lands 2. And gets a 3rd kill.
Hat trick.
Yes, a friendly fire in the process onto Osbos and to Mazzino. But he doesn't care.
Player
3
standing.
kills. Celsius full. Second alone. Now at the generator against a full man squad of Leviathan.
Man, that just feels like a, yep, they did what we thought they were going to do. So patiently
30
played by
seconds
Lev.
left.
Lev was actually all on 410 and pipes and pushed up to Maze to start this round with ultimates from Sen. Straightforward, Vandals in hand. They don't really have to deal with too much rebuttal on the utility here. King with his ultimate and choose to put that down anywhere, but Lev is not in position. They're playing this one rather safe towards being mid and just giving Osbos the chance to play the info game again.
It's going to be a slow round now for Sentinels. Winning condition to work around the map. That pick is huge because that's going to pull rotates away, which allows John Cutie to potentially find a timing. Already towards yellow. Comm is leaning across to find info himself, and he's covering yellow. Now gets caught, but still manages to flick back to get the kill. Potential double pump. Ten's now making a lot of noise towards the A side. Throws a knife, actually hits potentially 2, but one made it back alive. That was King actually not hit by the knife, which allows here Sentinels to start moving forward. Okay.
They have wingman delay. This is going to stop wingman. They're going to have to scatter again. Molly? Oh! Little bro lives.
Free plant. Now that pit that was actually gambled towards that A site from Tenz's knife. They don't have that to use for the retake for Leviathan. We'll come down to the trades. A double swing towards the spawn. It's a 1-for-1.
Still gets one.
Comm trying to move back forward with his teammates. Recon dart towards the back. Flash will not do anything
Double
as it was
ping.
thrown inside the orb. Yeah, double ping to get the kill. Lockdown now available for the retake. Tenz has to find a timing. Oh, easy kill. Lockdown destroyed. And also fragment onto the spike. It's not even halfway.
One enemy remaining.
Tex gets picked off.
One enemy
And
remaining.
now King is alone, but now sticking onto it. It's close!
And look, they're trying to just strengthen this mid party right now for the side of Leviathan, thinking there will absolutely be a fight or a trade. They back off, getting enough time off the clock on that. And this just right back to default positions as they're starting to hear Dizzy and Util towards Long B. Sentinels is looking to work the whole map though, and Lev's giving them nothing.
As they're making more noise, Zelsis is trying to walk up
That's
towards
a
the
good
2.
push.
The op is back in the hands of Osbos. Zelsis has made
30
it through,
seconds left.
but he's going to hear this turret now, realizing that it wasn't on boiler in the beginning. Yet Osbos still lands that
Spike
shot onto
down
Saucy.
A.
20 seconds left, so Sentinels have to start engaging now towards this A site. Zelsis falling back at the same time too, instead of going for alert play, as Second is trying to create some space. Gets picked off by King. 10 seconds left. Nanoswarm out, delays. A shot won by Tens. And has no choice but to go for the stick, but they're closing in on him. He falls. Celsius gets picked by Ospas too.
Get that first bit of utility out of there, and they'd be able to move the map here. It's not even a choice. Is the op still ready, but they play close.
Oh, misses the shot, hit by the Dizzy. An op draft in the air. It's a 2-for-1. As Tens is still looking to get res, and he'll get it. So back to a 4-on-4. They've lost Ospas. Calm pushing forward, 2 kills into his name. With a third there. All watching it from the back of the site. I mean, there's 4 players of Leviathan holding from the right side generator. It was a Congo line pretty much from the defense, and it's free pickings there against Sentinel's attempt to move in. It's up to John Cutie. I mean, he's
Rotating to meet Sentinels now towards B, and it looks like they are there for the death ball.
They have to move quick here. Hunter's Fury is available, and a user right away to play against Saucy, so he has to get out of it. Does get the pick. There's no refresh on the Thrash, and on top of that, a ping. Mazzino playing on the top of the B tower, yet Sentinels can't move in yet for a plant. Throws out a cascade. Tens is trying to go for a plant. Mazzino trying to deny it. Running and gunning. Gets the pick. Denies the plant once again. King is trying to move forward. 3 players left alive on both sides.
They've disrupted it.
Everything has to be reset now. High tide, slowing down the pace. 50 seconds left on the clock. Calm is still watching on that rotate, so they are weaker on the B site. Orb then comes up, trying to delay even more. Being placed down by King. They're just waiting here on the attack side for that fuel to come back up, and it will. The walk across the orb. There's that first pick from King. Orb now coming down. Surprise kill onto Celsius. Then Ospas with the last pick.